Yeah, discovering what you're made of is really understanding the unique proposition of what is contained in a person, what their gifting is, what their intellectual ability, personality, all the things that go into identity. And then looking at taking that in the context in which you live, how do you then maximize that? How do you then grow that? I've got a lot of friends that are authors, that are writers. I've had a lot of encouragement to write. I don't really care a thing about writing. That's not something that really fascinates me or interests me. And I was running errands here in town. I was actually listening to the radio, and there was a person on NPR doing an interview with someone that was a podcaster, and it just went through my brain, and it was like electricity. It's like, oh, I can podcast, I can talk, and that can be captured, and maybe it'd be valuable. I wound up calling a good friend of mine who has been successful in the podcasting arena and asked if he would meet me for lunch so I could talk to him about it.
Immediately I knew that Ken had something incredibly valuable to offer, and we knew it was going to be called What's Inside, because so much of what we deal with and what Ken deals with on the podcast is between the ears. The rest of the story is really in the subtitle of the podcast, which is discovering what you're made of and making the most of it. It's that discovery. I love the idea of exploring and getting curious. And I know that so much of what Ken is about is getting curious. And not only him as the coach discovering, but it's the fun process of allowing it to be discovered by the client. And that's what we want to reflect in the podcast, that aspect of curiosity and discovering.
It's not about becoming successful in the American ideal kind of way. It's about what's the maximum impact an individual can make. Because sometimes it's not about making more money. It's about being more successful.
You're made of something great. You know, you have tremendous potential. God didn't make any accidents.